Hello, I'm Beam. I play bass.
I'm Nick. I play guitar.
And I'm Luke. I sing in Some Dead Outlaws. The band started about 3 years ago. Me and Nick started playing together. I knew Nick from a girl I was dating at the time, and I was just getting out of another band, and he was hitting me up and stuff to start jamming. So I had played with Nick actually a few other shows when I was in another band. He was opening up, and he was always really cool. And we always kind of blended on the same influences and style of music we liked and stuff. So we got together one time and we just really started cracking out some songs. I had written two or three songs, and we got together and it just really started working. And we're like, all right, let's start knocking this project out. And then Nick was really good friends with Beam here, and he played bass, so we had him come over. It all really just started to fit, and then when the drums came down to I've been working with the same drummer since I've been working with the same drummer since I was like 14. Amu, and we called him in, and he really got liked the project, and we just started going from there, and that's about it. I think as a band, Some Dead Outlaws, we were, we had a little bit of different music that we listened to growing up, but as a band, I know influences really is like a lot of early 90s alternative, kind of grunge, but a little bit of edge of, a little bit of the newer metal sounds, kind of all blended together. It's really just like a hard rock alternative band. Just really, it's kind of like original in its sense with that. A lot of the early '90s alternative, I guess, would be our biggest influence growing up. Personal influences, I know.
Me, I used to listen to like Metallica and Pantera and shit, and like all that heavy shit. And I used to love playing it. So, Nick?
And then as for me, growing up in the 90s, I was a huge Nirvana fan. I loved Alice in Chains. Later on, I started listening to the Finnish band Him, and that's where I really started to take off musically.
For me, I know it's a little bit like varied, a little over the field, but for vocally and melody and stuff influence, definitely Scott Weiland was one of my biggest influences from STP into his Velvet Revolver days. Marilyn Manson actually was a huge influence to me. I know maybe not a lot of people get that, but vocally I think he's a genius lyrically, and also Jesse Lacey for Brand New. I think he's got a really, really great way with words and melody and delivery. So those are probably my big influences, musically.
Well, when we write new songs, normally it starts with Luke, and he'll be at home, he'll have some great ideas, and he'll play them, and then he'll contact me, and he'll say, Nick, I just wrote this great song, you got to come hear it. We hang out, we work together, and then we go in to practice, and we just have a great new song, and then Beam jumps in with the bass, we get Andrew in on the drums, and the song rolls out.
Mine would have to be Left in a Hollow, because it has such serious bass parts in it that it's just so fun to play.
And for me, mine would have to be Nail Biter. It's one of our newer songs. It is just an absolutely amazing song. The melody is great in it. The guitar solo is great. And it's just huge.
For me, it kind of changes every week. I really like them all so much. Nail Biter was definitely a good one, but I think right now Left in the Hollow is really good. It's the title track off the EP, and just lyrically and melodically, it was really fun to write. And it's every time we're doing rehearsal and it comes up to that song in the set list, it's always a fun time. I'm really liking it. We did. Just released that on Facebook. It was the first single off the new EP, and it will obviously be on the EP. That was just a blast. We had that song for a while. Me and Nick were tinkering around with that, and I was like really wanted to put it on the record and definitely get it out there because that's just it's a really good tune that we enjoyed a lot with and stuff, and we got a lot of good feedback on it because we used to have like friends come over to rehearsal, and we played it at a few past shows. So yeah, that'll definitely be on the EP, along with Left in the Hollow is it's a 4-song EP. We got Left in the Hollow, Nail Biter, which Nick was talking about, and then we also have a song called I'm Just a Ghost, and just really excited about these songs. You sit down and when I write these, I start them out with an acoustic guitar just sitting at my dining room table in my apartment. So it's really cool to watch everything move through and come into a whole song and stuff. And it's really exciting and rewarding when you get to hear it back on that CD. Especially when you're at shows and you're playing it and people are starting to sing the words back to you and stuff. It's I can't explain it. It's just an awesome feeling. So yeah, the EP should be coming out hopefully by August, and a lot of shows to string along with that. For this band, I really liked having the one guitar player. It really works for us. Just writing and everything. I kind of like each musician to have their own space, and it works out really well. Having Nick just do the guitars, and it's really cool to just have him take those parts and do what he wants with them and morph it to his style, and for Some Dead Outlaws style, and just like Beam has his own space, drums and vocals and stuff. I feel like it really works for this project, and I know I've been in a lot of projects before in bands where you get to two guitar players and there's you'll get those little egos flying around on who's going to play this lead here and who's going to do that and stuff. And I just think for this project and this band, it really benefits having the one guitar player, and I feel like it really fits our sound good. And it really helps towards the creating. Our live show, I'd like to think is pretty exciting. We definitely go out there and do our thing. I always hated going to shows as a kid and watching everyone just stand there. It's definitely, I like it to be a performance. So you'll see us running around, man, wires everywhere, jumping into the crowd, really just putting on a really good performance. Not only do I want everyone to hear the music, but if you want to just hear the music and not see a show, you would have listened to the CD. So for anyone who's coming out to a show, we actually we give it our heart, man. We really perform, and it's just something we love to do. So it's a pretty cool thing to come and see a Some Dead Outlaws show.
It gets pretty wild.
So it's pretty
badass.
Pretty cool thing to be at. Well, we'd like to think at least. Pretty much, I pretty hate to say it, but I play a lot of video games.
Yeah, same here. I play a lot of
I play a lot of fucking video games. I work at a restaurant in the kitchen, full-time job, and when I'm not writing and, hanging out with these guys and we're not performing and doing rehearsal, definitely fill my times with video games.
And me and Beam, we actually work together. We do overnights at FedEx.
Bringing those boxes in.
We move boxes. We're actually really fast. So if you ever need help moving into a house, someone call us, buy our CD.
Anybody with a couch, a dresser.
5,000 boxes a day we move.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and we play video games.
This guns right here.
Yes, check out our music on Facebook. We have all our single, Reverb Nation. Our EP will be coming out this August, Left in the Hollow. Please grab that. We're also going to be on iTunes with Left in the Hollow EP, and check out our shows that we're going to be doing with the release of it. Also, please vote for us for Battle of the Bands. Ernie Ball, Battle of the Bands for Vans Warped Tour. We are number 11 out of 11. I don't know how many, but we want to play your area, and I swear to God, we'll give you a free CD. Please.
Free CD.
Over 5,000 votes strong.
We'll take our shirts off.
CD.
Vote for us.
Right
our
now.
shirts will come off.
Right
CDs. Now. Beam. Show them some nipple, Beam.
Some nipple?
What is that? Do you want that with a CD? I want that with a CD. Come on.
I would.
Thank you.